Hey, what's up guys? Kevin here. In this video, I want to share with you my top 3 favorite snowboard apps. These are apps that at the moment I'm using myself to plan my upcoming trip, and I thought it'd be great to share these apps with you guys so you can check them out and use them for your snowboard trips as well. So let's get started with Phat Map. And in the top left, I'm going to put in Whistler, British Columbia. So it should take us there now. And this is an incredible 3D map of resorts and the mountains, the whole layout. So I'm just going to turn around, and this is cool because let's say if there's an area you want to explore like Whistler Peak, you can zoom into the peak. Pretty cool detailing on the 3D map. And there's one area that I've never done and I'm pretty curious about it. It's this blue line right here. Tap on it. It's called the Coffin. So this is a really difficult shoot, and then at the bottom you can just learn more about the Coffin. So it's got the difficulty rating, one of Whistler's most famous burly straight lines. Sounds pretty intense, and it's got some great statistics here. Shows you 2015 meters. You can also change that to feet if you're in the States. And then it gives you like an even more in-depth description explaining what the shoot is like and how to get there, what to expect. Characteristics, you got cliffs, you got a walk in that's required, and then the time of year that is best to do it, December to April, that makes sense. So let's get out of here, zoom out, and we can turn and then head over to Blackcomb Mountain. And Blackcomb, you know, there's so many different areas on here, and I feel like with this 3D map, it's gonna allow myself to just explore more terrain. And so I can zoom out here, and then this is an area called Spanky's Ladder. And on Spanky's, there's an area called Sapphire Bowl right in the center there. I'm gonna click on it. And Sapphire Bowl is another area that's difficult to get in. So here it says severe, one of the toughest of the gemstone bowls, but rewarding once you've navigated your way in. Again, with some statistics, and then a really detailed description of how to get in, what to expect, and some of the skill levels required. More characteristics of cliffs and glaciers. So I just love this Phat Map because I feel like you could really just spend hours looking around the map, navigating and finding new chutes, new terrain, new things to explore. And then in the bottom right, really cool feature is you can click on the bottom right and then go to avalanche, and it shows you the avalanche danger zones. And I think this is pretty accurate because a lot of these avalanche danger zones are actually, some of them are closed off in Whistler, and some of them are patrolled by the ski patrol, and you'll see a lot of avalanche debris. So you can, navigate around, and this would be handy, if you go out of bounds, to know where to avoid, and just like another tool to use. And you can see there's lots of high avalanche risk in that valley there. So really cool app with this 3D mapping of the mountain, and something I'm definitely going to be using a lot more, taking it to Chile as well. So all right, let's check out another app that I've been using quite a lot for my upcoming trip to Chile. Something that's helping me to gauge of where I want to actually spend most of my time, and that is snowforecast.com. And Snow Forecast, it's a weather app, but it's gives you even more detail, and you can customize it. So right here, I've got 3 destinations plugged in: Valle Nevado, Corralco, and Nevados de Chillán, all in Chile. So let's click on Corralco, and it's gonna take me to an extended weather forecast. So the amount of snow in centimeters is these red numbers here, and you can see that tonight Corralco is getting 54 centimeters. And just below, it also shows the temperature, so -3 and -7. So that's telling me it's some good snow. And then I can go forward closer to when I arrive. So I arrive on the 1st, and this is giving me the extended forecast until the 1st, but that's pretty far out there. I don't know if that's going to be accurate, but if I just look at it, it's giving me an idea that, likely there's going to be some snow. So on the 30th, 18, 22, and then 32 at night. On the 31st, 1 centimeter in the morning, 11 centimeters in the PM, and 35 at night. And the temperatures are looking to stay pretty cold, getting into the -6, -7, -8. So this has been a really cool app for me for planning the trip to Chile. I can go up to Valle Nevado, click on that. And Valle Nevado, it's getting some snow tomorrow, 8 in the morning, 21 in the afternoon, and then 9 at night. But when I look ahead, there's some warmer temperatures coming up with those 1 and 2 degrees. And then the 30th and the 31st, they're getting some snow as well. And below that, you can see in the purple, the temperatures going way down. So that's pretty good to know. And yeah, this has really helped me plan my Chile trip. A really cool feature is if you go down to the star in the bottom right, click on that star, click on snow, and then slide this red snowflake all the way over to the right to give you the global range. And it shows you where in the world is getting the most snow. So Coralco over the next week or so is getting 95 centimeters. And you can scroll down and there's lots of places in Chile and Argentina getting lots of snow over the next week or so. So really cool app. This has helped me to plan out my trip and yeah, just set some alerts and customize it too so that I can pay attention to the specific resorts I may be visiting. So this is a great app, something I'm going to be using to plan out my Chile trip, where I'm going first, either in the south or in the north. And by putting in those custom resorts where I can just click on it, see what the weather's like, really helped me to really choose the right place to go. All right, so up next is a very cool app. It's called Ullr, kind of a different name, but it's a terrain park app. And this is actually created by my friend David. And if you go into the feed, it's actually got photos of terrain park features that were at Wendell's and High Cascade. So the top left here in the jump, under jump there, you can click on it and you can check out the jumps that they have set up in the High Cascade Wendell's Park. Somebody took a photo of that. Go back, and they also have some rail features, and it shows you exactly, I guess, the GPS positioning of the rail feature, but tells you that it's at Wendell's High Cascade, and then you can get the full-size picture of it. And there's also an area below that says, post a photo to become the king of this feature. So I guess nobody's done it on this feature yet, but you can post your own photo, and I think people can vote on it and then become king of that feature. So this is a cool app that if you're gonna be traveling to a new resort, you can just use this app to see what features are gonna be in the park. And so in Timberline Lodge here, you can see, click on that and it'll show you the 22-foot half pipe and give you a photo of it. And this app, I believe as well, is crowdsourced. So everyone can go to their local mountain and just start uploading photos of the features at the terrain park. And I think this is a cool way to just share what's going on in terrain parks, but then also just help you to plan your trip. You can look at a resort ahead of time, start checking out the features, and if you're really into the park, you can go check out the features that they have and then base your trip around that. So a really cool app to plan trips around terrain park and riding in the park. Yeah, check it out, the Ullr app. So guys, these are 3 snowboard apps I highly recommend checking out. I'm using Phat Map and Snow Forecast a lot at the moment to plan this trip to Chile, and I'm finding it so helpful and useful. And then also the Ullr app, if you're planning a trip to ride in the terrain park and then document and share with other people the features, definitely check that one out. I'll put links to all the apps down below in the description. I'll also put some links to where you can find Snowboard Pro Camp beanies. Thank you guys so much. Have fun out there riding, and I'll see you in the next one soon.